Okay, Newman Warriors, and now the long anticipated first ever all you can eat sports action news. Okay, we're going to have Coach Ivy on with us today. We have NWRN's very first sports action update coming with you live from the studio, and we are dealing with Coach Ivy, who is the athletic director for the Newman Fielder campus. He's going to bring us some updates about what to expect this week, and then also some information about what's been going on with the games, and then also we'll get a chance to talk about the Newman athletic department, where we're going, what's happening with it, and what the vision is, and where we want to go from here. So, Coach, welcome to the NWRN sports program.
Thank you. I'm so excited about being here and getting this thing kicked off.
We're excited to have you here.
I think it's going to be a tremendous aid for our athletic department. Give people a chance to see what we do and really understand the things that we do for the school and all the extra work that we do there.
That's right.
Our athletic department is co-curricular and not extracurricular. We work in with the whole school.
That's right.
Athletics is just one big part of it and nothing separate of it.
That's awesome. This one thing I love about the Newman Academy program is it's developing the whole person for the whole world.
Yes, sir.
Like you were saying earlier, wisdom, stature, and favor. And something that I've really gotten the feel from Coach Ivy is that if they are not developing well-rounded, complete individuals for both the classroom and the field or the courtroom, then they do not feel the coaches. It goes from the head down, and they don't feel like they're doing their job. So not only are they working to have amazing presence in the field arena, in the athletic arena, locally, statewise, and have a presence there, but we're taking it very serious to develop the individual.
Exactly.
And so that when people look back, they say this person came from a Newman Academy. They were a warrior. Exactly. And look at how developed that athlete, that student is after going through their system and their process.
Exactly. And a testament to that, we do make sure that we're doing everything together. We have this slogan that we're doing your job. Okay?
Gotcha.
And when we say that, we kind of spell it out, and you're doing your job. Okay, we put down the why for the why should you do your job.
Right.
The O and the U, that's all about you. Why should you do your job to complete your word?
That's good.
You take out the last three letters of it, is so our team can be successful. That's why it's important for you to do your job so our team can be successful.
That's great.
That's on and off the courts. If you can't do your job in the classroom, it's going to be impossible for you to do your job on the court because you won't be there.
You see, that's great. That's something, Newman Warriors, that's something that we love here. This is the standard that we have, and why Newman Academy is growing exponentially in so many different areas in every arena its presence is becoming very known. And the reason is because not only is it academically and educationally, the standard is high and it's being recognized, but the athletic department here, under people like Coach Ivy, is being developed for a genuine presence inside the athletic world, where people are going to be. We're looking at athletes that are going to end up being able to get scholarships to college.
Yes.
We're looking at athletes that are gaining, the different titles from MVP to, state, and what were the titles that you were talking about?
Let me speak on that. We have individual accolades that we do get, and the way we go about doing that, we go to the coaches meeting, and every coach will sit down and vote on the other coaches' players.
That's
so
great.
I don't get a chance to vote my kids into any state or district arena of awards.
That's good.
And so we've been fortunate and blessed enough to have kids that want to work.
That's
and
good.
really put everything they have into it.
Yeah.
And we've had all district first and second team athletes. We've also had all state academic and athletic team.
Oh, that's great.
Athletic team players. And as well, we also have some kids that have gone on to play college football as well. And we really talk about how you go about the recruiting process. And it's a misconception about how you get the recruiting. We don't invite coaches to come in and watch you play. There's a lot of schools, a lot of kids out there playing. There's not enough coaches to do that.
Right.
So what we do put our stats online and things of that nature and report to the newspaper and things when we get to having a game. But as well, we make sure we tell the kids the absolute truth. And the absolute truth is they must take the SATs and they must register for the clearinghouse. Okay. And then without those things, the recruiting process does not start. There's not a college that can talk to you or do heavy recruiting without those things. So we tell them the absolute truth. We teach them how to be recruited. Right. And then we also teach them how to work as a team. And then when you put those things together, then that personal, the independent titles and recognitions and accolades, all those come in together, and it just makes it that much easier, much more successful for that kid.
You know, it's got to be really fulfilling to be able to see a student start at a certain place, and you see the potential, you see the giftedness, the athletic ability, and as you get to impact them with the coaching, with the technique, with the style, with teaching them the form, teaching them the aspect of whatever game it is that they're doing, to see their growth from where you start with them at to the end of the year, or the end of the season, how far they've come, how much they've actually been able to absorb, take in, and implement and put into practice. You know, it's got to be a great feeling. And we talked about this earlier, is that, you know, one way that you get to impact these kids on a personal, real life basis in that is parallel to the classroom, but you get to have an experience with the kids is that, you know, we're talking about, it's one thing to sit there and teach them intellectually what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to handle a situation, but it plays a different. It comes in a different manner, in a different form. It seems like when you're actually in it, because you get kids, they get their hearts and their souls. They're training, they're practicing. The blood, sweat, and the tears are there. They're there to win, and then you have emotional situations, whether it's a great win or a great loss, and it's at those moments where you guys as coaches get to have defining moments in these students' lives to be able to impact them, to say, this is who you are, this is how you handle this, and this is still how you succeed.
Well, that's one of the good things about being a coach. And we get a chance to, as a lot of people know, I have this phrase that we're building men. And building men and women here.
That's right.
And we build them through all of the experiences and practices that we go through during, whether it be games or in our regular practice times. When things are right in the games, those are a good time for us to practice some of the things that we've worked on.
Gotcha.
As far as being mentally engaged,
right,
and keeping our emotions in check,
right,
and harnessing that aggression and things of that nature,
right,
and use it for the well-being of the team.
Absolutely.
Going out there in football and using that aggression in the correct manner.
Right.
And we get a chance to really guide a little bit with that practice in the game time situations, and those things right there will then come up in their regular and everyday lives, and they'll know how to deal with pressure and deal with rejection sometimes.
That's good.
And deal with not getting the outcome that you work so hard for. Understanding to just keep working. Pick yourself up, keep working, and everything will eventually fall
into place
for you.
That's good. You know, I look back real quick, you know, before we go into the schedule for the week. I remember, you know, basketball, like I played a lot of basketball in high school, and I remember at times when, you know, we lost one big game, and it was so heartbreaking because we had gone so far, we'd won so much, and we'd put so much into it, and we lost in the first round of this big tournament. And you know, I remember thinking at that moment, tears streaming down my face, high school kid, my whole identity, it seemed like, wrapped up inside the athletic game I was playing. And